Okay, so we have Virus Syndicate here. Hey guys.
Hey, what's up, Italia?
Hello, ciao.
Hey.
Such a pleasure to have you guys here on Bay Silent Radio and for DJ MAG Italia. And thank you for giving us this national exclusive premiere of your new video, Battle Royal with Dope DOD. It's really awesome.
Thank you very much, man. That's an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for the support on the record and for the continued support with Virus Syndicate.
So, tell me more about this, because it's not just a video, but it's a whole EP, right? That's called Battle Royal.
Yeah, the EP is called Battle Royal. The video is just it's the lead track from the EP, but it's a 4-track project that we've been putting together over the past 12 months or so.
Mm-hmm. Are they all going to be in collaboration with Dope DOD, like all 4 tracks?
All 4 tracks. All 4 tracks are a collaboration. So Battle Royale was produced by me, the beat. Mm-hmm. And then the other tracks were produced by Dope DOD, and between us we kind of just bounce tracks back and forward, verses back and forward, and we never really done a lot of collaborations with other rappers before.
Yeah.
Partly because we've never really come across anyone who fits kind of what we're doing and is of an equal level in terms of the skill lyrically. Mm-hmm. And when we heard Dope DOD, we were really blown away, man. We were like, these guys are fucking crazy. We'd never heard them before, and we were like, we've been thinking about doing some kind of MC battle collaboration type project. Mm-hmm. And we came across Dope DOD, and straight away we were like, oh yeah, this could really work. So we got in touch with the guys, and I've got to say, one of the main things about this project is how easy and how fluid it was to work with them, and how everything just kind of fell together. It wasn't forced, and I think you can hear that on the record. You can hear that, we were kind of really bouncing styles off each other and back and forth and it was a real pleasure to work with the guys, man.
How did it all start? I mean, did you guys fly over to Holland, or they came to Manchester? How did you guys work together?
So our manager and their manager linked up first, and they had a conversation about the project, and we all decided that it was something that we wanted to do. And then it just started originally by them emailing us some beats. We emailed them some beats, and then we picked out what we liked, and luckily what we liked they liked, and what they liked we liked. It all just fell together nicely. Mm-hmm. When it came to doing the music video, we actually own a 360 media company along with the record label, mm-hmm. which is based here in the centre of Manchester. So we actually have a company that provide visuals, graphic design, music videos, corporate videos. So it was natural that straight away we were kind of putting plans in motion to do a music video for it. Yeah. And we wanted it to be really epic and kind of have, this kind of clash feel to it, this kind of underground fight feel.
Yeah.
Our team at EY3 Media put together a treatment for the video, and from there, the Dope DOD guys flew over to Manchester, and that was the first time we'd actually met the guys. Mm-hmm. And all the recording was done over the internet. So they'd lace a verse, then we would lace a verse, and then we'd try a hook, and they'd add something to the hook or something like that. And it was just,
it's like Lego bricks.
Yeah, man, it was just back and forth, and it was the first time we'd ever done anything like that, and I think maybe for them too. But it was really fun. I really enjoyed working on the project, and I think they did as well. And that followed when they kind of came over to Manchester to film the music video. That energy and that vibe, it really continued when we met in person, and we've built a really good friendship with the guys now. It's family.
Yeah.
They're our homies now, man.
Yeah, I can imagine. And in fact, you have common traits, but also different styles of rapping and different background cultures. What do each of you bring to this great mix to make it so well balanced? What do you reckon?
I don't know. I think the DOD guys, they kind of bring that traditional, more hip hop element to the project.
Yeah.
And I think we kind of bring the more the more UK rap element into it, from, you know, obviously being from the UK.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
yeah. Grime influence here. Grime's a big influence over here, and I think in Battle Royale in particular, you can hear that grime influence in our flow, and that was something that that's something that we did on purpose, like particularly for that record. When you listen to the other records on the EP, it's not necessarily so obvious, but for that one, because that was the lead song, Battle Royale, we felt we really wanted to showcase the different styles that each group had. So, you know, the Dope DOD guys, they take it real slow, and then when Nick comes in, he kind of comes with the grime flow, and it really brings that grime influence to it, that UK influence. And I just feel like, you know, as MCs, we are very similar, but as you say, we also have different traits. But I think that's also the same for Dope DOD as a group on their own, you know.
Sure.
When you listen to Dopey, he's got a very different style to Skits, and very different style to Jay Reaper. And that's similar for Virus, so I feel like the way the vocals were positioned on the record, everyone kind of bounced off the back of someone else, and it just had this real kind of vibrant feel to it.
Yeah, true. And what's the grime scene like today in Manchester? Because, I mean, now it's 2015, it's not perhaps the golden age. What's it like now?
I'd say we're in a new golden age now. Like, grime is massive in the UK again.
Oh, great.
It's got a lot of hype.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's bubbling here more than ever. You've got man like Kanye West and Rick Ross try to jump on grime tunes, and it's become it's definitely healthy, man. It's very, very healthy at the moment.
The scene in Manchester's always had a really healthy music scene in general, and always a really healthy grime scene. And there's a lot of people out there working really hard, making a name for themselves, making noise in the UK. And Manchester's is always going to have that healthy scene. Yeah, it's very different to the scene in London. And this is also something we really kind of identify with Dope DOD as well, because they're not from the capital city of the Netherlands. They're from kind of a bit of a small city, a little bit like us. And when we kind of were speaking, they were saying it's kind of similar in Holland, you know. Everything's based around the capital in England. Everything's based around London. And that can make it very difficult for artists outside of London to make any noise. But one thing about Manchester is we always stick to our style. We stick to our way of doing things. We don't conform.
Manchester and Bristol, I think, perhaps they're the most like vibrant cities music-wise. Am I correct?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
And this EP, well, the single is what anticipates the EP, and the EP anticipates the album, right?
So we're working on we're working on a new Virus Syndicate project, which is we're about halfway through it at the minute. We probably need to speed up. But
tell us some anticipations.
We're not sure if it's going to be an album or an EP yet. We're still unsure. If it's going to be an EP, it'll be a big EP. If it's going to be an album, it'll be a big album. We're not sure what we want it to be yet. Yeah. Because the sound of this new thing is a bit different for us. It's not massively different, but it's got a bit more hip hop influence in the new project than previous ones. So I think doing the collab with Dope DOD sets it up nicely for the direction that Virus Syndicate is going in 2015. I
see, very interesting. And any other collabs in the pipeline, or still a secret if there's any?
We've done a few things. We've done one. We've been working on some stuff with DJ Vadim at the moment, which is quite cool. But yeah, at the minute, I mean, we're trying to keep a lot of the production in-house so we can really have the sound how we want it to be. I think with our previous album, The Swarm, we had a lot of producers from, you know, all over the world working on the album, and it was great because it was what we wanted to do at that time. But I think now for, you know, the next project and the next sort of phase in Virus Syndicate, we want to be quite defined about what the group represents and the direction in which we're going sonically and visually as well.
And also, you know, when you produce a song in-house, when we handle the production ourselves, what this means is when we put the vocal down, we can really edit the beat to bring out the vocal as best as possible. We can also add sound effects, noises, you know, background effects. And these things, when you're doing hip hop, like, we like to, for us, it's all about the lyrics. We're saying something, yeah?
Sure, yeah.
We're not just talking a load of rubbish over the beat. But the lyrics are very important to us. Mm-hmm. So these things really help to bring those lyrics out and bring the song to life. And that's something which we've not really controlled on the previous record. And like Nick said, I think he hit the nail on the head. It's very difficult when you're working with lots of different producers to really be able to do that. Unless they're in Manchester too, and we can bring them to the studio. So the beauty about this project is everything just fits.
We kind of want, like what Jay's saying about bringing the lyrics to life. Like we want to paint pictures in your head. Like we want the music to almost be like a film that's going on inside your brain. And the only way to really paint those pictures for the listener is if we've got complete control over what we're painting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. So, yeah.
And I can say, like, without any hesitation, the next project is by far the best record we've made, by far.
I have no doubt about it. Keep us updated.
Yeah, keep posted, man. Keep watching.
Absolutely, and I hope to see you in Italy again.
Hopefully we're gonna be touring out there this year sometime. So maybe summertime or September.
Maybe if you're lucky, Italy, you might see a Virus Syndicate and Dope DOD tour coming to you. Maybe. Possibly.
Wow, that would be big.
Well, thank you very, very much for all your support.
Thank you, guys.
Italia.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.